I'm making this video outside because of golden yada yada yada, but it's freezing. I guess I have to make this video because I don't know, man. There's been a lot of chatter, and I've just been absorbing what people are saying, and yeah, I'm just on the ESPN website. I am looking at the career of Jon Jones, right, and all the names that he took throughout his career, and just wanting to put the matter to rest that his legacy is somehow tarnished because he refused the one fight, which is, I guess, valid, but also what happens when he wins and then yeah, you know how we are. We always want to see one more fight. It's always good. There's always going to be one more fight. If there's one thing that I've learned, there's always one more fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Dustin Poirier doesn't retire if he puts on a clinical performance against Max Holloway. That's just how it is. There's always one more fight. And I'm looking at these names, right? I mean, he took out, I'm just going to look at his title run. Mauricio Hua, who is Shogun Hua. If you know your MMA, you know exactly who that killer is. Quinton Rampage Jackson. The man used to wear a freaking chain. And I'm not talking about a hip-hop chain. An actual chain that you lock the gate with. Very scary opponent. Submitted and put him to sleep. Lyoto Machida. The freaking dragon. If you know who Lyoto Machida is, probably has one of the coldest finishes in MMA history. Submitted him. Sugar Rashad Evans took him to a decision. Vito Belfort, probably the closest he got to losing in a long time. That armbar was locked in. I don't know how Jon Jones's hand was not torn apart. Comes back, locks in this beautiful Kimura, wins. Who else is there? Dude, the list is insane, but I'm gonna go through everything. Chael Sonnen, short notice fight. Apparently he was dodging, but as soon as the octagon was locked, he made light work of Chael Sonnen. Alexander Gustafsson, he told us to this day that he wasn't training, he was partying, but he rallied in the last moments and he won that fight. Glover Teixeira also went to a UD. Daniel Cormier went to a unanimous decision. And I want you to look at the, what do you call it? The trend of him fighting someone for the second time. He fights DC for the second time. It takes him apart. Kicks him. He spins around. It's a crazy sequence finish. Yes, it goes to, it's a no contest because he's tested and there's banned substances in his body. But that's neither here nor there, right? Or Vincent Brou. He fights him, wins by decision. Cormier, that's the one that I was talking about. He fights Gustafsson again. Takes him out like it's nothing. He puts a beating to him because now he actually trained and he had camp. Anthony Smith, I mean, he could have lost this fight, but Anthony decided to continue due to the illegal knee. Thiago Santos and Dominic Reyes, arguably probably the closest he's gotten to losing, but he finishes on top with those fights. Cyril Gane, he submits him, and the face on Cyril Gane after Jon Jones won tells you everything you need to know about Jon Jones. He was shocked. He couldn't believe what just happened, and he was just happy to be there. Stipe Miocic, arguably the heavyweight GOAT. Yes, he was aging. Jones is also aging, so I'll never get the whole aging concept. If you're aging, why don't you retire? But this list of killers, submission artists, knockout artists, people that can redefine what your legacy is, and you're telling me that this man who's faced all these killers is afraid to fight Tom Aspinall, and somehow that messes with his legacy. That's, come on, like let's move on to the next argument. I'm not even going to entertain this anymore.